Hello! Yeah. This is Aethermancer. I don't know anything about this game, by the way. I saw that it was on sale and I bought it. I decided I was creature collecting roguelike. Hey, no. Also, I don't usually play early access stuff on my channel, but I wanted to do this. I don't know what any of this is. I was just seeing if there's a, I was just looking for controller settings. Okay, let's get into it. For too long, you've overstepped your place. A void will cover every city of our world, starting in Vigil. A fitting end, if considered. All was created, now all shall share our fate. First the fractured ruins, then all terra stay. Then you, Mitharis, Syrinx. I saw the famous to me. First monster. Choose your soul bonded monster. You can start with this monster in future runs. Shafir. You are a fire elemental. Okay, then we have Jotun. You are a water wind thingy. A fish. Nixie. And then bird. Fire and wind. Interesting. Okay, let's start with you. You are critical, purge, burn, earth, fire. Your signature trait. Aura. Whenever one or more burn stacks are applied to any target, to any enemy, breaks one poise on them, triggers up to 5 times per turn. Grapple. 2x3 earth damage against 2 damage 3 times. Earth damage against target enemy. Purchase 1 enemy ether. Ignite. 3 times by 3. Fire damage against target enemy. Applies 2 burns to target enemy. I'm guessing this requires 1 earth ether and 2 fire ether, considering this said remove ether. Okay. Tank, shield, age. I'm old! Whenever damage is dealt to this monster's shield, deal a combination of water and wind hit to the attacker with that much damage. Interesting. Roar, shield self for 2 times 3. Applies redirect to self. Ice smash. 3x3, water, wind, damage against target enemy. Okay, for the fishy, heal, ether, and poison. Whenever this monster receives or applies a heal, apply poison to the enemy with the lowest amount of poison. Ooh. A healing build. Uh, 2x3 water damage against target enemy. Heals all allies for 5. Heals target ally for 3x3. Generates random ether. Generates 3 random ether. Okay, and now I will look at the bird. Sidekick. Dodge and force. The first hit of each attack of this monster deals +1 damage for every 2 buff stacks on it, and shields self equal to that amount. Apply sidekick force and dodge to self. Does wind damage against target enemy. Apply sidekick. Yeah, I'm choosing the fishy. Choose a monster to rebirth and add to your party. Okay. Memento unlock. Heal, poison, and ether. We are inside the void now. The entity of the fractured ruins have been devoured by it. Wild monsters roam this area, my old friend. I will once again require your support in battle. Fiosh. F. This tent appears to be rather new, which means there are people actually living in the void, and they call me mad. Ooh. Hopefully that line, that little breaking thing doesn't pop up in the recording. A wild monster is blocking our path. We will have to fight it. Hi. How you doing? Monsters can use different actions in combat. Most actions cost ether to be used. There are 4 different elements of ether: fire, earth, water, and wind. You currently do not have much ether. Your only option is to use your monster's basic attack, which can always be used to generate additional ether based on your monster's elements. Oh, I see. We're both doing the same tactic. Every enemy has a poise weakness. The color of the diamond icon next to their health corresponds to the element that they are weak to. Attacks of those elements with each hit of the element, they will be staggered. A staggered enemy skips its next action, and all damage against it is reduced by 50%. Try it out. You have enough ether now to stagger your enemy. Now you're also poisoned! The enemy monster is now staggered, which means you can use the craft memento action on its turn. Lets you gain the monster's memento, which permanently unlocks the monster across all runs. Use the craft memento action on the enemy now. It's one of the Aethermancer's actions. Okay, so instead of capturing them, we basically make a copy of them. Worthiness 1. This is the worthiness screen. Your monster gains worthiness in combat, though through a variety of means, like dealing damage, healing allies, or preventing enemy actions. Worthiness provides small permanent bonuses to your monster, which persists when you rebirth your monster on future runs. She gained 1 XP. Okay. Okay. Ascension. Aura. For every 100 HP of your allies, apply 2 power to each ally. No. When you reach 5 ether of the same element, purge 1 enemy ether of the same element and apply power. When you reach 5 ether of the same element, yeah, I want this. Because it's a healing thing. There is a monster shrine over there. These constructs have been created by my kind over the course of thousands of years. I can perform a monster rebirth here. We should do so. Safety in numbers and all that. Monster rebirth allows you to add a new monster to your party. You only require a monster soul to do so. Each monster shrine may only be used once. You start each run with 3 monster souls. Each monster shrine offers a random selection of monsters equal to the amount of monster souls you have. However, you also need to unlock the monster first by getting their mementos. You currently only have 1. you fought the monster you fought earlier, so that is the only option available to you. Okay, I want to see what you have. Apply poison. Okay, on a crit. 2x4 earth damage to target. Applies to poison. Fire claws. Okay. Tiddlywink. This time, let's initiate battle by performing a Void Blitz. This ability allows the Aethermancer to ambush the enemy, which removes 2 poise from the target enemy. This makes it easier to start combat. Chicken. Your party is almost complete. You just need a third monster now. To add a third monster, you need at least 1 more memento. Stagger one of the enemy's monsters and use the craft. Yeah, I already have that ability, so... Okay, Okay, you will use your fire claws against you. Oh, what's this? A colossal sword that must have been crafted by a colossal human or monsterkin. It's not something, if not something even bigger. For all we know, it might actually be a dagger. You have gained an ocarina. Okay. Heals the ally with the lowest HP for 3. Okay. You can have the ocarina. Oh, I can void jump. Marvelous. You are able to... you are up on a height now. You can use the void dash to dash between cliffs. When you get close enough to another cliff, you will see a phantom of Syrinx to indicate that you can void dash to that cliff. Try it out here by dashing to the other cliff. Let's press left shift to dash. Dash? Dash when you see the phantom. Okay. Anything up here to grab? No. Oh, that's not a cliff, that's a wall. Lily, a body made of ether and a fellowship of beautiful little monsters. You must be an Aethermancer. I hope you're here to help us out and not cause more problems. I will try my best. Who is us? Sorry, rude of me not to introduce myself. I'm Lily, resident of Witch of Pilgrim's Rest. You should come visit sometime. It's beautiful when there isn't a void threatening to swallow us at all. Perhaps I will. My name is Syrinx. I hope that no ill fate befalls Pilgrim's Rest and its people. That's sweet of you to say. I knew it. Somebody with a band of monsters following them around can't be a bad person. How about this? Meet me in Pilgrim's Rest and I will offer you my service. I'm an expert at soul bonding, you see. Soul bonding uses a monster's memento to bond its soul to you, which means it's always there with you when you need it. Whenever I enter the void anew, I can choose it to be by my side. That could be useful indeed. Exactly. Also, I could help you out whenever we run across each other in the void. Here, I found this blank memento. You can use it to craft the memento of a monster, right? Oh, so I have a limited amount. Okay. Oh, hopefully nobody you cared about was... Need a void dash from heights by pressing left stick before arriving at the cliff of a height. The void dash and cover quite some distance. You do not have to be all the way on the edge for it to work. If you press left shift too late when running towards a cliff, it will jump down. You can obviously stand still once you see a phantom in the heights. Okay. Some monsters will attempt to ambush you when you get too close to them. You can press space to use the void parry to counter their ambush. Give you the same advantage as when you perform a void blitz. Ooh, I want the dragon. Heal, ether, and power. Ooh, that will be useful for us. Okay, let's do you again. Okay, the poison will kill you, but not you, so we'll grab you. Oh, I thought the poison was going to kill it. Okay. On every 3 crits apply 2 poison, then trigger poison. Allies gain 25% crit chance against enemies with bleed. Critical bleed. Let's keep on with the poison. You gained a monster soul. I just be out here gaining people's souls. Don't mind me. How's this stuff? I just noticed that. There's branching paths leading deeper into the void. I can sense that Echo's path will take me to a different zone, all part of the same biome, but with a different fate in store for me. This is but the beginning of my journey towards the core of the void. This way? Envoy, Ether Spring, Night. Sure, we'll go this way. When choosing your monster, you should primarily consider the monster's signature trait, element, and types. This way you can quickly identify what the monster's strengths are and what role it can play in combat. Okay, you are... This monster can copy the last 2 enemy actions and use them once. Uncopied action purge the same amount of the element of ether that was spent. Okay. Bubbles and sidekick and wind. Applies 1 temporary power to self. Sometimes triggers the apply 10 burn to each enemy. Some fire, and then get a free action. Some wind, and apply dodge. You are a tank, burn, and dodge, while you are heal, ether, and power. On support action, apply temporary power to self. Transfer all power and temporary power stacks to every other ally. Do some fire. Heal allies, and then generate wild ether. Okay, so we'll take you. Allies gain 10% evasion whenever an ally evades a hit, deal 5 wind damage. Retaliate, apply 4 poison to the enemy. Triggers up to 1 per enemy per turn. Okay. For every 4 burns, I gotta take the Afterstorm. Or do I want to... I gotta go with the poison. Okay, another sword. Okay, what's this way? Hi? Do my eyes deceive me? Another Aethermancer here inside the void. I am called Aloyth. They sent me here to investigate the massive void phenomenon. Are you here to assist me? Greetings, my name is Siriex. I'm here on my own. The issue seemed too important to ignore. An Aethermancer operating on their own, so you weren't sent by Aquilus? How curious. No matter, surely we can still help each other out. I'll take it you're proficient with artifacts, aren't you? I am indeed. They had quite an impact on my travels. In that case, I believe I can help you out with my magic. Let me see what I have for you. The void is the ever-destroying, ever-changing, ever-creating substance of the universe, a manifestation of entropy. Void materializes naturally when a body of enormous amount of ether dies, such as a star. Nobody knows then why an unprecedented amount of void would appear on Terrasti, at the fractured ruins of all places. This is a metal infused with ether, commonly believed to be extremely rare. Much more common within the void, however. I can split the ore in 2, forming 2 artifacts. 1 for you, 1 for me. You have 5 picks if you like. Activate. Break poise. I'll take the scroll. Oh, there's another. You're back on the height. If you perform a Void Blitz from a height, an enemy on the ground, it will lose 3 instead of 2. Let's go after you. Your monsters don't have to fight alone. The Aethermancer can use certain actions in combat, such as artifacts. Artifacts are special items that you can use in combat. Each artifact has a certain number of charges, which are refreshed when you get to rest, so you don't have to worry about losing them when you use them. Okay. You will attack this one. And then you will break this one. And then... Oh, that's self-damage. Let's just kill you. Okay. Yeah, I need you to stagger him. I don't know what he's doing, but I don't like it. Beware! At least one of your enemies is going to reset its poise in this turn as part of its reset action. Apart from resetting its poise, restart action generate one random ether and triggers an additional effect based on the individual monster. Enemies use reset actions to turn after they were staggered or when enough turns pass in combat without them getting staggered. Alright. I like the music. Apply 5 poison to each enemy, generates, earth, and earth ether. Water damage, enemies heal all allies for, 3 and 5. Generate wind, generate wild, and apply power to self. Let's get blood drain. This phone is what the monsterkin of Vigil simply call an equivalent exchange. I don't have... I don't even know what I'm supposed to do with it, so I'm not going to do that. What am I supposed to do with that? Ooh. You're fighting an ooze. Its signature trait can be tricky to fight against as it can deal increased amounts of damage to the whole party if left unchecked. You can inspect your enemy's signature traits by pressing F. Okay. Yeah, too bad I don't have Blink Memento, or I would grab that. Okay, so you're attacking... Okay, so you need to stop that. Okay, get rid of that one, and then... This should... The last one should die. A staff! 50% chance to hit. For hit +1. We'll give it to you. Okay, now we're going back on the path. Yeah, I can interact with that, but I can't interact with the boxes for some reason. Maybe I just don't have the ability to yet. Okay. You're attacking her. Okay. I already know what I'm doing with your wind. Okay, now for you, let's... Oh, okay. Okay, what do we got here? Some damage against a target enemy, deals additional damage per hit, 2 for each poison stack. Applies 2 poisons to all monsters. I don't think I want to get smog. Because it may say all monsters, so that makes me think mine as well. Against target enemy, additional deals 1 damage to the enemy with the lowest health that didn't receive additional damages. Yeah, let's get Toxic Eruption. And what do we got? Shield. That sounds good. Yeah, let's get this. A lance. Convert elements of the first hit of each attack into wild damage. Okay, question mark, planet, or fountain. You have found the end of this zone. You might want to use the map to check if there has any... Use the map to teleport to any points discovered in the zone. The app is M. Okay. No, I didn't want to go to a weapon exchange. Okay, random NPC. loot drop rare or ether spring. It's a loot drop. I gotta go with it. You know what? Yeah, let's grab you. Oh, that's what happens. You replace it. I don't want to replace anyone, though. Okay, so that's the way I need to go. So what's this way? Going to get you. And you're the only one that's wind. When your monsters take a certain amount of direct damage from an enemy action without being protected by shield, they take on corruption. Lowers their starting health in the following combat. Try to avoid corruption if possible. Okay, so you're targeting him, and you're targeting... Okay. Okay, I need you to do that. Okay, we're taking on corruption. Wait, is it just one? Target ally, okay. Why did they go all on him? Okay, got another monster soul. What are you? It must be what a monsterkin called a blessed pond. For simple offering of coin, it may cleanse one's soul, or so the story goes. Alright. The Power of the Blessed Pawn washes away your monsters. Your monsters got 3 corruption cleansed. Stupid box. So that's what this... The icky. I thought this was poison, to be honest. Oh, interesting. Which is more of a problem? Let's go for you. Okay, and then I need you to do Earth. And you're just targeting that one, so... Overkill? Yes. God damn it. It could have been any other one, and I would have been fine. Eruption. Okay, on attack heals the ally with the lowest health. When you reach 5 ether of the same, purge 1 enemy ether. Deal 4 damage more against enemies. Okay. Fatal upkeep. Or do we want auto heal? I think auto heal will be better in long term. Some dust. And a blank memento. Okay, so if I find something I want, I can do that. What's this? A soul altar. A crude altar crafted by the Monsterkin many centuries ago. It's a place of worship for the monster deities. Should you accept one of your spare monster souls, will be released to the void. You may choose a temporary boon that will aid your monsters in the next 2 battles. You will be offered a selection of boons based on the type of monster. Okay. And this is probably going to say... Yeah. Oh, it's talking about the Colossal Sword. Okay, so what's this? Is this saying that I just don't have a path this way? Okay. What's this way? A witch or a merchant? I want to see the witch! As you may have noticed, corruption is a constant danger that diminishes your monster's survivability throughout a run. There is only a few ways of cleansing corruption, and they only cleanse a limited amount of it at a time. Especially with corruption, by preventing and playing around it is one of your main challenges as an Aethermancer. Hi. Nice to meet you again. Likewise. I hope the blank memento I gave you helped you out. I don't think I'll find any more soon, though. But aside from that, I always help you out with my potions and crystals to guide your monsters by focusing their talents. That is already plenty, thank you. Sure thing, my memory spell should bring back some past life memories for one of your monsters. Oh, that's new. This is a champion monster. You face them at the end of each biome. They are tougher, have more skills, and have 2 actions. Oh, okay. While most enemies have a simple weakness corresponding to one of the 4 elements, some enemies have a special poise weakness. This champion isn't weak to any of the 4 elements. Instead, it simply needs to get hit with a great amount of hits to be staggered, regardless of elements. Also, since it's a champion monster, it only loses one of its actions when it's staggered. Okay. Okay. Warden, Earth and Wind, Tank, Weakness, and Purge. Excellent. I think we won. Okay, we'll start with you. Whenever poison target triggers on an enemy, apply poison to all enemies. Ooh. Every 3rd hit of an action is a critical hit for multiple targets. An earth action from an ally. No, we need this. We need plague. Haste. Dodge now only increases evasion by 12% per stack, and doesn't get consumed when attacked. After an ally's turn, they consume 5 stacks of dodge to reactivate their turn. Whenever an ally evades a hit, generate wind ether. If you have 5 or more wind ether, wild ether is generated instead. As long as this monster has redirect, allies gain 1 defense and 1 shield. Let's gain haste. I mean, you're right. Converts 1 random ether into wild ether and shield self. This has been very useful. I don't know about the lance though, so let's trade the lance. And we only have 1 way to go. You have entered the rest site. This is a safe place in between the dangerous biomes of the void. The cauldron you see there is the monster meal specifically prepared for your monsters. It will cleanse a large amount of corruption from your monsters. Hello. Interesting. Another Aethermancer. Who are you, then, child of soul? You are familiar with my kind. That's unusual. My name is Syriex. Many things are known to me. Apologies, but who is us, and what are you doing here anyway? Why, this is our home, the fractured ruins. Is there a better place to be on, Tereste? And by us, I mean us, a humble trader living a simple and modest life, and his associates. Say hello, Sally. Are you aware you're inside the void? Yes, the void, a natural part of our world. I'm afraid life and death, of ether and void. With this chit-chat out of the way, perhaps you are interested in my wares? Okay, at the end of combat, cleanse 3 corruption from self. Monster Souls... Void Crystal. How much do I have? I don't have enough. So, let's just... buy this. Okay, Epic, Ether Spring, or Night. Loot! Forbidden Fortress. Okay. Huh? You gain the talisman Epic. Whenever a buff is applied to this monster, 25% chance to apply another stack of the same buff cannot trigger with itself. Basic attacks generate 1 fire ether. Basic attacks generate 1 additional wild ether. Yeah, I gotta scrap that. It's not... It might be good for another one, but for me, I'm not doing much of buffing. I don't know what that is. Okay, shielding. Okay, I need... Oh, I don't have any fire. Let's just go for this. Okay, now we don't need to worry about him at all. Okay. Okay, now you're guaranteed to die. And you'll be guaranteed to die now. Salve. At the end of combat, cleanse 3 corruption. Yeah, let's give that to you. The hell? Yeah, so we'll... Okay, so who are you attacking? So you are going after you. Okay, so they should all be dead here soon. Yep, you're definitely dead. You're dead. And you're dead. Oh, we got worthiness level 2. Okay, so we got some more evasion. Heals all allies, cleanse debuffs, and cleanse corruptions. Ooh. Sorry, the corruption has to be it. Enemy purge 2 ether if it has burn, otherwise apply 3 burn. Apply redirect to self reaction. 3/3 damage against target enemy. Generate fire ether for each burn stack on target. Let's go with this. The orb! The health is reduced. No, we're getting rid of that. I don't care what it is. This must be the Torment's Blessing, a desperate attempt by the fortress's final commander to defend the holy city against Glut's army. Curse. Okay, so it puts curses on stuff, but it upgrades them. Soup. Okay, we're not going to do Cleansing Rain. We don't have enough wind to do anything? Okay. There. Okay, you're doing self-buff and you're doing that. Okay. I don't trust the guy at the soup. Okay, now we have enough to do this. But let's get healing. Yeah, let's do this. And then, since you are wind, hopefully not quite enough to take it down. Okay. Okay, we have poison, critical, and regeneration. Okay. Water and earth damage against all enemies. Apply 3 damage to all enemies. Oh, yeah. Yeah, give me that. I don't even care what the others two are. Ooh, if we find another one of those crab things again, I'll definitely try to grab that. Okay, we have random, envoy, or ether spring. Okay, let's see what ether spring is. What is this? At the end of each combat, cleanse 1 corruption from each of your monsters. Lasts until the end of the run. Oh, these are permanent. Give me that corruption. So that is what ether springs are. I want the soup. I want the soup guy. I want all of these, but the soup guy takes precedence. But of course, we don't have any wind. You go and do that. Oh dear. Come on. Okay, and then... Okay, at least he's dead next turn, regardless of what we do. And he reset. Oh boy. Oh, I guess we won't be getting soup. Because he'll die before we can get him. Gain a tome. On single target attack, apply weakness. Ooh. I haven't had a single support action happen. Let's just scrap it. And then here's a... This is a soul gate, but it grants access to a sacred room, but only to those willing to part with something that holds importance to their soul. Release a oh. Okay. A monster soul was released, and the soul gate starts moving. Your sacrifice was accepted. Oh, that's how you. Alright, so I have to dodge into them to break them. Or not. I'll look for the other ones. Void jump. Okay. Okay, so we got a new guy over there. Yeah, I have a feeling that we'll probably die to this one. Yeah, and there goes our first death. Yeah, and we're going to lose our starter here soon, by the looks of it. Okay. I don't know what this is, but I like it, so we're going to grab it. Please don't poison it. Okay, poison him. Mephisto. Okay. Okay, we're going to win, but at what cost? Healing +1, whenever an ally is healed to full, cleanse 2 corruption from them. Yeah. Plague would be good, but I need that. Whenever an enemy reaches... I don't have anything that does burn. Ooh. Whenever an ally evades a hit, generate ether. You lost a monster in your last fight. This happens to all Aethermancers eventually. You may use the map to teleport back to the monster shrine at the start of this zone and rebirth a new monster. Yeah, let's just scrap it. Okay, here's the end, and it looks like it's an elite monster next. Okay. Oh, what's this? Okay, your tank, weakness, and purge. Every 5 ether purged, ether stolen, or weakness applied by the party applies power. Wind damage to a single enemy, purge enemy ether. Stone punch. Okay. Oh, I only have these two. Rebirth Warden. Yeah, let's get Warlock Party. Consume 2 weakness among enemies. Additional cost. Apply redirect self. Apply weakness to target enemy. Reset. Retaliate. Whenever this monster purges or steals ether, generate 1 additional ether. Weakness only reduces damage by 2, but each hit against enemy with weakness deals 2 more damage. Retaliate. Shield self for 4. If the trait triggers 3 times, cleanse 3 corruption. Damn it. And we're going down here. I'm gonna lose, so might as well try to see what we can learn from down here. Okay, the heal for about the same. Okay, who's attacking? You are. Okay, you're just dead. Okay, if we don't do anything, she will die. That's 12. That's 15. No, you don't do earth damage. Okay, at least he'll be dead. Okay. Going to keep having to do this. Okay, what did you drop us? Blank memento. So if we're able to even survive the next one. Okay. You want another monster soul, right? This is the last one I have. Oh boy. Okay, we have the merchant. We have epic loot. Yeah, let's shop. All allies gain stuff. Yeah, let's... Look, this might be the end, so I might as well put everything that I can into what I have. So we need to get your wind and earth down. Okay. The void has chosen water! Whenever an ally or enemy uses water, star spawn will generate. Okay. Well... God damn it! Okay, which one of you does more wind attacks? You. Now, as long as neither of you, both of you, as long as you guys don't die. Star Spawn unlocked. That's another one down. Yeah, he's still dead, but he did better than I thought it was going to be. Defeat. Okay, what's around here then? Welcome to Pilgrim's Rest, home to many different characters. Some of them can offer you permanent upgrades that will benefit you on your future runs, such as the soul bonds offered by Lily the Witch. Try talking to some people and see what they have to offer you. I'm looking for... There's a kitty. Greet. Hiss. Okay, I'm backing away. I'm backing away, see? No threat here. There you are. Let's establish a soul bond. Oh, do I need to beat it to be able to... Oh no, here he is. Gimme. And then we'll also grab Warden and Mephisto. Another Aethermancer, huh? Seems like the darn void attracts you kind like moths. Anyway, should mind my manners. Welcome to our humble village of Pilgrim's Rest. Last stop before the fractured ruins. No place as civilized as ours in miles. Gustav. This is the second game I've played today that has Gustav as a character. Likewise, anyway, as I was saying, another one of your kind arrived here just yesterday. Lay by the cliffs just up ahead. Said they are an envoy or some such, here to study the void. Strange one. A lot of pilgrims come here through here, you know. Never bothered to make the trip to the holy city myself, truth be told, but I heard it's magnificent. Well, it's not the end of the world anyway. Ain't never seen two Aethermancers in a single day, though. Just one more thing before you storm off. Did you find any ether on the way here? Why do you ask? That's why I say for that dear's crystal survival to all kind. Pilgrim's Rest would prosper if we had a steady supply of them. And I'm sure I could put a good word for you with folks around here in exchange. What'd you say? If I give you ether crystals, people around here will help me out on my missions. Got it. Some of the others around here also wouldn't mind sharing their services with you in exchange for those crystals. Let me put in plain terms. A little witch and Althea seems interested in ether crystals as well. But why don't you and I try to make a deal first? You've been talking to the other Aethermancer. They're always just looking for a way to show off their books learning. I don't strive to the old idea that the void is just going to keep growing and swallow up programs rest. My great-grandfather and my great-grandmother built this tavern here with their own hands. They were there with Pilgrim Rest became what it is today. They saw the fractured ruin as a place teeming with all sorts of monsters and turned it into something hospitable, a home. I'm not about to spit on their legacy. Anyway, let's calm down and see if we can't make some sort of deal. I guess not. We don't got that money. I see you have found your way here too. The void is truly treacherous, isn't it? I actually wasn't ordered to go inside, but nobody's ever made it into the council just by following orders. Now that you are here, I should mention I'm trained in Aethermancer enhancement. Oh, and I take it you are familiar with it? It is rather recent development of magic. One of the benefits as a fellow of Aquilus. Indeed, I haven't known about this yet. By utilizing ether crystals, I am able to enhance the capabilities of other Aethermancers that are monsters. I'm not sure if the council would approve of it, but we do share a common goal, so I make my service available to you. Thank you, that is much appreciated. Monster Flask charge. Improve this Monster Flask. Okay. Yeah. I'm a bit focused right now. Let's converse another time. Okay, I'll explore more. The hell? Okay, I guess that's where we go and do our runs. Okay. But yeah, I'm really hoping that the screen tearing isn't showing up in the video because I have a constant screen tear. Into the void! I'm guessing this is the outhouse. Is that everything? Yeah, that's everything. Okay, so these are the mementos that we have, and we have one monster soul that could be used to rebirth a monster at the monster shrine. Okay. Yeah, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. Yeah, just these 4 are what we have a soul bind with at the moment. Is there something in the settings that I can do about the screen tear? What does VSync do? Is it an FPS problem? Yes, it was entirely an FPS problem. The FPS was the reason why I was having a screen tear. I found out what the screen tear was. I guess the FPS I had was too low. I do wonder why there isn't an unlimited option. Yeah, there's only oh, yeah, let's just put max FPS. Or we could just turn it off. No max FPS. So inventory, artifacts. Okay. But yeah, this game's in early access. I had fun. I might check this game back again when it comes out. Yeah. As Run Through Aethermancer, and I'll see you all in the next.